Hey guys, this is the answers to number 17 and 19 from the homework. I'm going to show you for number 17 there's actually a pretty neat trick that you can use to get rid of all the fractions, but for the first time let's just solve it like normal. There's no distributing and there's no combining on each side. I just want to find out what is x so that both of these sides of the equation are equal. So the first thing I'm going to do is isolate so that I get all the numbers on one side and the variables on another. So I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. You could have also moved the x's, the variable, first. But if I subtract 3 on both sides, it's going to cancel out on this side. And I'm left with 5 halves x, which equals, and then over here, 15 minus 3 is just 8. I'm sorry, 12. Sorry, plus 1 half x. Next, what I'm going to do, since I brought my numbers to the right side, I'm going to move my variables over by subtracting 1 half x on both sides. And then remember, when I add or subtract fractions, as long as they have the same denominator, I leave it the same, and I just subtract the numerators. 5 minus 1 is 4x, which equals, that cancels out, 12. Well, now I have 4 over 2, which 4 over 2 is just 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Which equals 12. And last, I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I will get x equals 6. And there's my final answer. And if I wanted to check, I could plug a 6 back in and solve both sides, and you'll notice that they are both equal. The next problem, number 19, is 4e minus 19 equals negative 3 times, and you notice the parentheses, so I know I'm going to have to distribute as my first step, e plus 4. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the negative 3, and now so that would equal negative 3e minus 12, because negative 3 times 4. Bring down everything else. Next, this time I'm going to move my variables over first. So I'm going to add 3e to both sides, which would cancel out because I have a positive and a negative 3e. As long as I do it on both sides, and 4e and 3e together would become 7e. We just add the numbers out in front of the variables. Since I moved the e's over here, I'm going to add 19 to both sides, which would then move all my numbers to the right side, because that would cancel out. So I'm left with 7e, which equals, and then negative 12 plus 19 is a positive 7. And last, I'm going to divide both sides by 7 to solve it to get rid of times 7. And I'm left with e equals 1.